Hello friends! So today I'm going to be doing a video all over 10 things that I learned my freshman year in college. This isn't to say that you're going to learn these exact 10 things or that these 10 things like apply to everybody, but these are just 10 things that I learned or that I figured out or whatever. Also, disclaimer, my hair is, let's not even talk about it, except I have to talk about it because I have to explain it. I'm in the process of getting silver hair. Long story short, I went to get it done like last week and we had to bleach it 3 times and we just couldn't get it light enough, so we're taking a break so we didn't fry my hair, and then I'm going back tomorrow to hopefully be able to finish it. I might have to go back again next week, I don't know, but so now I'm like, so it has lined up a little bit because of the shampoo I've been using, but it was like more orange, and basically I'm not a fan of it, so don't think that I'm like sitting here thinking I look like a hot blonde, because I don't think that. So anyways, that's just a disclaimer for people out there wondering. First thing is coffee is good for the soul. I learned that this year because I was tired, so I would get Starbucks all the time. Second semester I really started getting it a lot, just because I think it's just because I don't really know. I got it more second semester, but I definitely, like, if I was tired, I'm like, I'm gonna go get some coffee, some Starbucks, which I've always liked coffee, or like I caramel macchiatos and whatever, but I've always liked the taste and stuff, but I've never like actually drank it for like to help wake me up, but like it does the job. So yeah, I really learned that, which next year is definitely gonna suck because I'm not gonna have a meal plan to just buy my coffee, so like actually having to buy it with like my actual money, that's gonna suck, so I'll probably not get it as much. Second thing I learned is you start to learn how to manage your freedom and responsibility more because you're on your own, or I mean you're way more on your own than you were when you lived like with your parents or whatever. Anyway, so the major thing like with that, like for me, was freaking sleeping. Like I would literally, like my first semester I had such late classes, so I would go to bed so late I wouldn't want to get up till late, like, and I don't know, it was just like a mess. Like me and my roommate both did it. Like we would stay up super late and then we would like wouldn't get up, and like we'd sleep in because we didn't have early classes, and like I don't know, like that was one thing. I'm just like after first semester, second semester, I was like, okay, I am going to I went to bed at midnight every night second semester, or for the most part, which is still late, I feel like, to some people, but like for me, like going to midnight and then like even like if you go to bed at midnight and you have to get up at 8, like that's still 8 hours of sleep. Like that is an insane amount of, like I at least like to have at least 7 to 8 hours, preferably 8 hours. Schoolwork, like in high school, like I know my high school at least, like we had a lot of time to like do your schoolwork like in class, you know, like work on your work in class, and like you really, or for me, like in high school, like I never had homework barely, but in college it's like you have to manage it to where like if you have weekly assignments, like you need to figure out when you're gonna get those done. So basically you just like have a lot of freedom and responsibility, and like you start to learn how to manage that. Both shows. Number 3, college is definitely harder than high school, which I know that like not everybody would agree with this. I have like friends that would say like that their high school is a lot harder than like college, which I'm just like, that's insane. College is definitely a little bit tougher than high school, I would say. I'm sure it'll get tougher as the years go on, but I mean freshman year wasn't like awful, so I know that it's not the same in every high school. I like know my high school, and a lot of people that go to small schools would agree that high school was not super difficult. And number 4, okay, this is like literally, I think everybody can relate to this, but maybe not, but late classes are obviously a freaking blessing, but they are a curse. First semester I would go to, on Mondays and Wednesdays I had 10:30 classes, and that was the earliest classes I had, and so like it got to where 10:30 was rough for me. Like it would be hard for me to make it to my 10:30. Like I would make it, but I'd be like walking in right at 10:30, which is ridiculous. Like it's freaking 10:30. Like in high school school would start at 8:25, and now like in college I would just get so used to my 10:30 being my earliest class, and like other days I don't start till noon or whatever, so like I can sleep in, blah blah blah, and it was like hard to get up. Like that's just like, no, I don't think that's healthy. So now when I do get up early, I'm like, wow, there's so much time in the day. Like for this fall I'm scheduled for 8:30 classes, and which Addie, Ola, I know you're watching and you're welcome for that. I'm doing that to help a sister out so you don't have to get up early alone. But I think that's gonna be good because honestly, like, lit classes, I know like they are a blessing, but they are a curse for sure. Number 5 that I have written down is the dorm life is a good experience. I know that when I toured our dorms, it's literally like, which I have it in like one of my vlogs, like my college moving in vlog. You can kind of see my dorm, but like it's a small room, pretty small room, and then a bathroom with a toilet and a shower, and it connects to another room. So there's 4 girls, there's 2 girls in each room, so there's 4 girls sharing one bathroom, which is fine. And like the room, like being in the room, like you have to get used to it, like the twin bed, and like, or like, I feel like that's smaller than a twin bed, honestly, but you have to, it's like the twin bed, and then like just being with somebody all the time. But I got super lucky. I love my roommate, Addie. She's my girl. And so I did potluck. I did random roommates, so like I didn't even know her, and I know people that got bad roommates and had to switch out, so that sucks. But I got super lucky. We're living together again. Next year, Jalen, our other roommate, she lives, that's going to be our roommate next year. She lived on the same floor as us. Emma, like our other really good friend, like she lived in my hall. The girls down our hall, like we would just be like such good friends with them. And like we could all, I don't know, just like your friends are just right there, like right down the hall all year. So like that is like super fun. Definitely am excited to be able to have my own room next year and have more space and like my apartment and stuff. But I think it's a good experience, a once in a lifetime experience. And I'm actually kind of sad that, like, I mean, freshman year only happens one time, so I'm sad it's over. But number 6, for anybody that like needs to work in college or just likes to have a job, I worked on campus, and so number 6 that I have down is on-campus jobs are super convenient. I literally walk to work every day, after class, before class, whatever. I'm not doing it again this year. I worked at Chick-fil-A though on campus, which was fine. Chick-fil-A wasn't my favorite or number 1 spot that I would have wanted to work, but like I was working, I had to work in food because I was on this program, room and board program, and so basically I had to work 16 hours a week, and then they paid for my room and board, which was a blessing. That was amazing. And it was super convenient, and the people were really nice. I met really good people, like some of my like best friends worked with me, and so that was like super fun. And it was, like I said, it's like super convenient, but it also did suck like having to like go right after class or like before class and then change. Also, my uniform was not my favorite thing, so, but like overall it is convenient. I'm glad I did it my freshman year. Like I said, I'm not going to be working there or on campus at all this coming year, but it was a good experience and it was very convenient. So, and especially like if you don't have a car to like drive around, like that'll make it super convenient too. Number 7 is football. Like college football is so fun. I love it. In high school we didn't have football, so like I never like had that like those like football like Friday night lights, whatever. I never like experienced that. I've never like been into football. I still don't even freaking know like how the game works, but like it's just so fun going like, you know, tailgating or like hanging out before the game, being like down where everybody's hanging out, campus corner, all that, and then like going to the game. It's just so fun. Like it's just a fun atmosphere. Everybody's super pumped. I feel like in the South, like football is just like a huge deal, and like and everybody makes a big deal out of it, and it makes it a very fun experience. Number 8. I feel like if anybody on my floor watches this, like that wasn't my biggest fan, they're gonna be like, yeah, that was her. People will make noise complaints, so, and I definitely got them. And if you're watching this and you know me, you are not surprised, I'm sure, and you're probably like, duh, you're gonna get noise complaints. But yeah, people make noise complaints, whether that's they go tell the RA, or they just like come freaking knock on your door themselves and tell you to be quiet, or they text the group me. Our floor group chat, literally, like if I like went through it and read, it's literally just people like, what's that noise? Who's being so loud? Can we stop screaming? I have a test at 8 a.m. Oh my god, I have to get up early. I have a headache. I have, which I get, like I totally get that. Yeah, people make noise complaints, and RAs will get you in trouble and knock on your door and tell you to be quiet, because that's, or kick people out after visiting hours. Yeah, like it happens. So don't let it get to you. Don't get cited. I never got cited, you know, or like charged or anything, so that's super good. I didn't get a ton of noise complaints, but I'm just saying it will happen. And not everybody on your floor is going to be your best friend, especially when you and your friends are listening to music and apparently your speaker is a little bit too loud. I don't know. Okay, my number 9, I feel like this is one that is definitely like it might relate to you, maybe not. It just like depends. But like for me, like, so number 9 is you find your people in college, your freshman year. I know, like I said, like that might not be true for everybody, but for me that definitely is. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I definitely have like my people, like my sister and my best friend Kelsey, and like my family and just like other friends that I have. But like Jalen and Addie and Emma, my 3 girls, I know y'all are watching. I freaking love them. And I think it's just because like we literally spent, like, you're always with them. We spent so much time together. Addie was my roommate. Jalen lived on my hall. I worked with Jalen. Emma was on my hall. And now like me, Jalen, and Addie are living together. Emma's probably gonna pretty much might as well live with us because I know she'll be over all the time. Like, they're just my people. They're my girls. I love them. I've always heard like your freshman year you're gonna realize like who your true friends are and like all that. And I definitely like all like people that I went to high school with. Like, I know a lot of us like haven't kept in touch or like haven't really talked, but I don't think that goes to say that they weren't like true friends. Like, just some people, like, you just like get so caught up in your life and like you move on, and like if you didn't hang out with them all the time, or like, it doesn't mean that you like hate each other now. It just means that, I don't know, like you're busy. And like, it's not saying that like they were fake your whole high school years, but I do think on the other hand, you do find out like from high school or whatever, you do find out who your true friends are, and like true colors do come out. And that has been some case for me, but that's okay because you're in a new environment and like you're gonna find your people, and it's okay. Change is okay. So that's one thing that I've really realized, that like a lot of things are gonna change and you might not have the same exact people in your life, but it's okay because if it's for the best, then it's for the best. And there are definitely people from high school too that I have kept in touch with, and I love you guys and you know who you are. I really just talked about that for a long time. So basically all that summed up, I found my people, my girls that I love. I still have friends from high school that I keep in touch with, and I have people from high school that I don't keep in touch with, but it doesn't mean that we're not friends. It just means that we were never super close. If I still saw you, I'd be like, hey, what's up? We could still talk. I will see you at reunion. And then there are the select people that you find out who their true colors are, and that's okay. So number 10 is when you move away from your family, it makes you realize how much you really love being with them. Not only is it like, I want to like be doing everything that they do, not only is it that, but it's also like I like miss them, like especially like my sister. Like, I was always with my sister. But then after moving back home this summer, like I'm just like, I love being, like, my family is just so much fun. We have so much fun together. I love being with them. And like, so I'm almost like not dreading moving into my apartment because I'm super excited, but like it's like bittersweet because I'm also kind of like, I don't know if dreading is a word, not dreading it, but like definitely like I can wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can definitely wait because I want to like, I don't know, summer's like flying by and I'm just like, so to my family, I love you guys a lot. Basically, that's all for the video. Those are the 10 things, or some 10 things that I'm sure there's like a lot more if I could sit down and like just write a list. But those are the first 10 things that came to mind for me that I learned in college. If you have any more, if you have any questions about any of them, just comment below. And what else? I don't really know. Okay, anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Peace and blessings. Bye.